welcome to the WIKE Chamber Report. I'm Jade White here with special guest Diane Bedard with NatureCoaster.com. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. It's a beautiful day on the Nature Coast.
For sure.
Something you like to promote, I think. So let's dive right into it. For those who have maybe never experienced your website, they're living under a rock, what is the purpose of NatureCoaster.com?
Our purpose is to unite people with the awesomeness of Florida's nature coast.
Do you practice that in the mirror?
No, I say it all the time. I love it. It's the best place in the world.
So this is strictly an online magazine, correct?
Yes.
So
yes.
Is that like a blog? What is an online magazine?
That's funny because I hear that all the time, and it took me a long time to figure it out. So we publish every single day community information. Then once a week, we publish a feature about something in Florida's Nature Coast, Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus counties. Like we're doing something on the Manatee Festival right now, which is coming up.
Yep.
So we do an in-depth story. Lots of pictures, long, like a magazine.
Yeah, it's a great resource to get information, not only just about our community, but our surrounding communities as well. Of course, there's more great information in our community, of course.
Well, I do love Citrus County.
It's wonderful, and having somewhere where you can go and even look back. I know you recently did an article on the wildlife park in Homosassa, and I've been here forever, and there was some information in that I hadn't even known yet. So it's a great resource.
Thank you. Thank you. We also have a business directory for local organizations, nonprofits, local businesses. What else do we put in there? Government entities, visitor centers, and we have a huge calendar of events. We're always trying to get people to add their stuff to the calendar because the more that's in there, the better it is. Yeah,
it's kind of I hate to say one-stop shop, but it's a great place to go and see everything that is going on.
This particular area of Florida is really easy access from one little city to another. 2-lane blacktops, lots of space, it's an easy ride. So people are quick to move from Newport Richey to Crystal River. Right up 19, no problem.
For sure. What's the advantage for you that you've seen publishing online?
There's so many. For me personally, I don't have to deliver 1,000 magazines to different places and get people to sign off that I gave them and hope they picked it up to read it. With online publishing, you reach people when they're right there looking for stuff because the words connect. Somebody types in things to do in Crystal River. Boom. The calendar comes up with things to do in Crystal River. Somebody types in wildlife park, the wildlife park. It's when they're looking for the information that you connect with them.
Very good. Would you say that it's more efficient then?
Yes. Oh, I like that word. I'm going to use it.
So, and efficiency is key. Here's something I think is interesting that I don't know if you had given me this information before this to prep for, but in this time of COVID, what we've seen over the past year, would you say that you've seen an uptake in people visiting your website and doing more things online?
What's funny you'd say that because events died, right? There was no events after March of last year. They're just starting to happen again. So quite a bit of my website traffic was events, and I was worried. There was nothing there. It stayed even, so I know it grew because even without the events there, I still maintained readership.
Which is phenomenal. And I think it's nice because you can go back and you can look at things that are from a year ago, 2 years ago, all these stories that are still probably relevant and still important for people to learn.
Yes. Another thing we do is we profile communities. We have a tab on the website that says communities, and it's got each of the little cities and towns in the market area. Under that will be all the features that we've run, the last 4 features, and then below that is community information. So it's useful.
Yeah, you can learn, you can keep going. So how do you connect local businesses and like organizations to buyers? Because ads are an important thing on your platform as well. It's a great place for businesses to advertise.
Thank you. Well, we have the business directory, and that, it's a deal.
Such a deal we have for you.
Such a deal. For $200 for the year, we do a full page of information about the business. We have 6 photos, your logo, you're in the category and any other categories that would fit. And we put it out into our weekly e-zine, which is something I forgot to mention. You asked about being a magazine.
Yeah.
So once a week we send out a digest, and we have over 3,600 subscribers with a 27% open and a 7.8% click-through rate.
Very nice.
That are looking for that information every week.
Yeah.
So we put each of our business directory people into that once a year and feature them, and then we push them out on our social media. We do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest.
Yeah, that covers a broad spectrum. So I assume you offer social media packages as well, different things that people can kind of pick and choose what they feel is going to work for them.
We also have partner packages, which have display advertising, we have banner ads, we have sidebar ads, and then we have featured events. So we work with people at a budget rate that they're comfortable with to give them a complete package so that they capitalize on, we have 10,000 unique visitors a month, 32,000 plus page views. So each of those people spends a little time on the website looking at different things. They come in for one thing, and then they get looking around.
We love click-throughs, right?
I'm telling you. I never thought I'd be speaking this because I'm a writer and a storyteller, and to become a digital expert is,
well, what's so interesting
it's nice.
On this digital platform, and what people are really starting to see is it grows and it gets bigger, is storytelling is essential, especially if you're marketing. If you can tell your story about why your business why you should be buying from my business, that story is imperative, right?
I agree.
Connect yourself with the business. So the fact that you are a storyteller is exponentially wonderful for your advertisers, I think.
We do try to connect on a human-to-human level, and the thing that makes it easy in this market is we're primarily small businesses and community organizations. So you're telling the story of someone who cares and is passionate about what they do, makes it easier.
Yeah, it's your neighbors. You're buying from your neighbors, and that's the important things.
Yes.
Shop local. All right, we're going to come back with Diane and talk about, you just said it yourself, you're a storyteller, you're a writer. How did you get into the online platform? What's the story of how Nature Coaster got started? We'll be back with that in just a moment.